Hi, so my name is Marisa, and I am making a rant shoot back video to a video that I seen from one of my friends on Facebook. It's about domestic violence in women. And in that, I want to go ahead and say that your video pretty much subjectifies women in domestic violence. You're making it look like only women have domestic violence, which is untrue. It's not as common to hear from, but men get beat up as well from spouses or significant others in the household. So saying women are subjectified to domestic violence is ridiculous. Second of all, you said something in your video about a woman come from a man's rib, so that way we should be treated equally, and these men are treating women as lower. In the Bible, if you're going to say something like that has to do with Christian things, then a man was created in God's image. A woman is only a rib. Not saying that women are any less than men, but in the Bible, it says so. So if you're going to put in your video about women being more than men, understand that you just quoted the Bible as of man, or women are of man's rib, which means women are lesser. Not that that's a fact, but that's what you're saying. That's what the Bible says, and that went against everything that you just said. So if you're going to quote the Bible, at least get it right. Okay, and then you went on in your video. I'm going to try to make this quick because I don't know how much storage I have. But anyways, you went on in your video to say that women carry babies. Men don't, which is true. But the thing is if you could understand from my point of view that if you actually got a man who would stay with you, not you, but if any woman got up with a man that would stay with them, then the men have to struggle too. When women are going crazy out of their minds and having amazing, crazy cravings and everything, the man has to go out and get these things and help you out during pregnancy if you have a man that treats you right, which obviously you don't, because you would not be making this video if you appreciated some of the things men do. You said women raise kids, men don't. What? Seriously? No. Like I just said, if you had a man that was worthy to be in your life and would take care of things like a man should, then you would understand that men take care of kids too. My dad took care of me because my dad was a good man and is a good man. You say that men don't take care of kids that women do. Wrong. If you understood, and if you had an actual man that would stay in your life, that would take care of you, your whole outlook on this whole video thing would be completely different. You said men think that they're all that, and you're going to tell me women don't. Okay. Even though when I went to Stebbins, I saw people strutting down the hallways, girls thinking they're all that, which spurred a lot of drama. So you can't tell me men think they're all that, because women do too. Again, you're putting men in this hole that some don't deserve to be in. Not all men are freaking crazy a-holes, okay? Period. There are men out there who deserve to be on a pedestal. Honestly, stop trying to make men look like the bad people, because honestly, some of them are not. You're making all men seem like bad people when... No. You said women work harder than men. Again, wrong answer. My boyfriend, your ex, works harder than a lot of men that I know. A lot of men that I've seen. If you don't have it in you to keep a man like Dylan to work, then that's your problem. Dylan works hard every day, works his butt off to pay bills, to support him and his family, and to support me. So don't sit here and say that women work harder than men. Some women work really hard. Some women do not. Women in all do not work harder than men. Men work hard as well as women. Again, you're putting men in a hole, and that's wrong. Your whole video goes against men in every way. You're trying to make the man feel like the bad person because of something that you may have went through in your childhood, but I don't understand how you can sit here and say that every man is a bad person. That is That's ridiculous. I mean, do you hear yourself? Anyways, you say all men are lowlifes. They sit on the couch, they smoke, they eat, they, do all this, lay in bed. Maybe the men that you choose. Maybe the men that you choose to be with. Like I said, if you would have actually gave Dylan half the love that I give him, then he would show you that not all men are lowlifes. That's why I'm making this video, because I know from a personal standpoint, my dad works hard. My boyfriend works hard. So don't sit here and tell me that all men are lowlifes, because that's bull. You're blowing smoke. And then you said when it comes to like hard situations, mostly women take their lives. What? No. See, the thing is, in another video that you had made, you told about your problems as a child and having suicidal issues. Okay, I understand that. So did I. But I have met a lot of males who would take their lives over situations like that. So don't sit here and tell me, especially women take their lives, because you're making us look vulnerable, and that insults me. Because I am not vulnerable. Maybe you are, I am not. Neither is my mom or nobody in my family, no woman I have any social life with, no woman that I am acquainted with is vulnerable. People that I choose to hang out with, people I choose to be in my life are strong women. So don't sit here and tell me that women are subject to taking their lives for hard situations. You're making us look weak and like we give up. And that's bull. You said women are supposed to clean, to cook, and to take care of kids. No. My boyfriend, your ex, may I remind you that you did not keep, cooks, cleans, and is good with kids. So before you sit here and try to take men out there and say that women are supposed to clean, supposed to cook, and supposed to take care of the kids, screw you. Let me tell you why. Because if my man wants to cook me a dinner, he can cook me a dinner. I am not. There is no book saying that I have to cook meal for my husband. If he wants something to eat and I don't feel like cooking it, he can get up because he is capable. Don't sit here and say women cook, clean, and take care of kids, because men do it too. Just because, again, that you have not had the same upbringing as everybody else, because you've had hard times, do not blame it on men. Most of the things, like you said your mom was a domestic violence survivor. Your mom, if it was her husband, boyfriend, your mom chose to be with him. And I'm not saying anything against your mother. I'm just saying for facts. Your mom chose to be with that person. Regardless if she knew about it or not, she had the chance to leave. Every woman can leave if you are strong enough. Which if you think about it, you can be. But your mom chose to be with that man. You choose to be with people who make you see the way you see. It's nobody's fault but your own that you see the way you see it. Because I don't see it that way, because I choose to be with men who treat me right and who will be there for me. That is not my problem, and it is not any other man's problem that you have a problem with men. And you said that your mom has a struggle. Again, like I said, it is your mom chose to be with somebody who was not reliable. Do not blame that. Don't blame the fact that a man hits your mother on every man, because it's not every man's fault. It is altogether the person who chose that man. It is their fault for choosing that man and staying with that man once they knew who he was. And if you didn't know who he was before you got with him, girl, you have a problem. And you say, grow a pair. Men to grow a pair. When you're going to make a video like this, be specific on the man you are talking about, because things don't just work that way. You don't just tell men to grow a pair. Because if I'm correct, every man who is a complete man has a pair. Unless you're screwing around with not actual men. But if you mean that every man needs to grow a pair as far as every man needs to grow up, maybe you should grow up because you don't understand that not every man is like that. You are ignorant to the fact that you think that every man is. You're ignorant to the fact that men are great. Men can be great. It's who you choose. So if you choose to be with these thugs who finesse people and sell drugs and all this other crap, that is your fault, not anybody else's. So don't sit here and play victim. That is petty. Don't play victim with me. Don't play victim with anybody else. That is petty. You are making yourself look stupid because you're sitting here saying that, oh, these men hurt me, and these men did this to me. These boys who I dated did this to me. Nobody did that to you. You don't understand. You choose, as a human being, who you want to spend time with. And if you choose the wrong person, that's your fault. And like I said, if you don't know the person enough to know that they're not good for you before you get with them, maybe you shouldn't get with them. Duh. And you said all women deserve respect. No, not all women deserve respect. Some women who are hussies, who cheat, who hurt kids, who hurt their husbands or significant others, people who don't have values, women who are trash, don't deserve to be respected as an amazing woman. Amazing women deserve to be treated like that. And if every man treated every woman to be that queen, there would be hell on earth. Because some of these, I'm not saying women deserve to be beat. I'm saying not every woman should be respected as I should be respected from a man. Because I don't cheat. I'm loyal. I give my man things that I can give him. I give him happiness, laughter, fun. And I don't run around trying to get other guys, looking at other guys, talking to other guys. Some women who do that do not deserve to be respected the way I deserve to be respected. Because not all women are as good to their man as I am. So before you say something like that, like all women should be respected, you are wrong. Because if you think that every woman that cheats and is unloyal and has kids from 50 other men, they don't deserve to be respected the way women like me should be respected. And then you say, if men say that's not my kid, you said in your video like, oh, that's not my kid. Maybe, just an odd thought here. Maybe if if girls didn't sleep around, men wouldn't have an issue. You understand? You feel me? Like, Dylan knows, like, if I had a kid, he would never question if that kid is his or not because he knows I'm loyal. See, if your man has a doubt in you, if your man doubts that that kid is his, there's a problem with you. Not him, you. Because obviously you have given him reason to believe that kid is not his. All these women out here are trying to say that it's the man's fault because the man's saying that kid ain't his. Maybe if you didn't sleep around, these men would have no reason to think this way. And see, the thing is, what I'm trying to tell, like, and in your other video, you put up these little signs. You were talking about how all this happened and how you cut yourself and people bullied you. The bullying needs to stop. Bullying, bullying, bullying. There's your problem. You call it bullying. You know what bullying is? It's when people hurt you. People, physically, mentally, verbally abuse you. And that's what bullying is. The thing is I had 2 bullies in high school. One lived in a trashy house around trashy people, acted trashy, had trashy friends. And then my other bully lived in an apartment saw me getting nice things. She had to date all of my exes. She was so jealous. You know what you call people who are jealous and hateful because they don't have what you have? Those are haters. If somebody just verbally abuses you and mentally and physically abuses you because they're jealous of what you have, don't call it bullying, because that's just hurt. Like, if you call it bullying, that means you're hurt. That is giving you the right to be hurt. That is giving you the right to be vulnerable. As soon as you call it bullying, she's bullying me, that gives you the reason to be hurt. The thing is, I refuse to call somebody a bully because I refuse to let them hurt me. You know what you call people who are jealous? Those are haters. Haters. Once you call them haters, that sets you above them. You are no longer at their low level of bullying. You are above them when they are your haters. So as soon as for anybody who says, oh, she's bullying me, that's allowing yourself to feel the pain. Don't allow yourself to feel pain you're not responsible for. Oh my God, sue me because my parents give me things that I want, things that I need. My parents provide for me. Kiss it, man. Honestly, it's a hater. They're not your bully. They're your haters. So when don't blame a bully or a hater for your self-cutting. Your self-cutting, your self-harm is you. You can choose whether or not to hurt yourself. Because that is because trying to kill yourself is a permanent solution. That's a temporary solution. Let me put it this way. Whether or not you feel like people care about you, as soon as you kill yourself, people will come out of the woodworks to be at your funeral, whether they actually care about you or not. And I bet you your bully will be there, or your bully will be there. The thing is, what I'm trying to say is, you're hurting yourself is because you decided to do that. Your bully did not make you hurt yourself. You went home and let it hurt. You let yourself feel it. Enough to the point where you are ready to take your own life as a young female that can do so much with her life. Decided to hurt yourself. I've been there. I've hurt myself. But I came above that and realized that why should I hurt myself over things that's not my fault? I'm not going to sit here and dwell on the pain of hurtful words somebody said to me. Because they said it to me doesn't mean I should feel it. People call me fat. People call me ugly. People call me weird freaking names I don't even know. People call me terrible things. But I don't let it hurt me because they're my haters. They're mad because they don't have what I have. They're mad to see me happy, good friends, nice life, parents that are still married. They're mad because they don't have what I have, and that's a hater. That is not a bully. A bully who does it is a person who does it for fun. Person who, just does that stuff for fun. And I'm telling you, most bullies are not bullies. They're haters. Identify your situation before you try to blame your self-harm. It's called self-harm because you did it to yourself. Before you go try to blame your self-harm on another person, realize that it's called self-harm for a reason because you did it to yourself. Nobody else cut your arm. You did. You decided to do that. Nobody else. And again, don't try to blame everything on men. Men are not all bad people. Just because you had a bad experience, don't put men in a hole they don't deserve to be in. Don't make women seem vulnerable because we're not. Some might be, you might be, I'm not. My mom's not, my aunt's not, nobody deserves to be set in that category of vulnerable because you're judging people you don't even know. You'd be like, all women are vulnerable, all women are subject to this. No. There are women out there who have never tried to hurt themselves, have never even thought about that. And you're going to sit here and say all women are subject to that? No. Men are too. but don't sit here and make me feel vulnerable and weak because of a speculation that you believe to be true. Honestly. Get your facts straight before you put it on the internet and offend people. And I'm not trying to be rude. Don't get me twisted. Try to understand what you said is not facts. You offended me. Whether you offended anybody else or not, don't sit here and put men in a hole that they don't deserve to be in. Because my man and my dad and my brother are amazing men. Just because you don't know a good man if he slaps his junk across your face, that's not my fault. That's yours. So next time you want to make a video about men being such bad people, try to look up some of the things that you are believing to be true. And again, don't get me twisted. I'm not being rude. This is not even me being rude. This is me trying to correct you. That way nobody else gets it twisted. Try to understand and don't try to come talking reckless. I'm just trying to tell you the things that you said are straight ridiculous. That's all I'm saying. So